Hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to the next installment of my Foundry QuickStart Guide series. So, our next thing we're going to work on is we need to get deeper, because we need to start working towards steel automation. And we're going to need this in front of us. We need this research building built so we can unlock the underground miners we need for ferrite. And we're going to work towards that, and I'm going to cover a few side items that really I haven't covered yet because there's been no good opportunity to bring them up. So that's going to be the plan for today, and that's what we're going to do. So hopefully this is what you need today. Alright, so we're back in our little tutorial world. As you can see, we managed to get through stuff yesterday. We got our last episode with the combustion generators. And now we need to move on to the next part. We have this coming up now. We need to be able to automate steel. However, there's other things we need to do, because in order to fuel a full automation of steel, we're going to need more ferrite. And as it stands right now, our little starter spot here it's still looking thin. The smelting helped a lot, but it's, it's still, not, yeah, either way, this isn't going to be enough to fuel a factory. This is great for where we're at now, and it's working well, but we need more. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start setting up for the next stage. Now, however, I'm not going to be going for full-on stuff here because it involves a few things we've already covered, but I'm going to cover the specific differences, and then there's a few other little things that I haven't really covered yet because I haven't really had a time to just sit down and cover them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on in here. So first of all, let's research something. There's something important we need to do, because all we've got left now under our research, and how I'm making these videos, I keep researching the ladder and then it gets unresearched because of how I make it. Okay, so just research the ladders. Now we have concrete production. We will get this at some point, but I'm going to leave it unresearched right now, so it's a reminder, but you can research it as you want. Short story is it uses limestone. And then through all this, plus ferrite, or you can make cement, which then you can make with gravel to turn into concrete. I'll cover that later, but right now it's not a huge need for our stuff right now, so I'm not going to cover that for the time being. But it is available. You can make it now. You can take the time to do it. It is very capable, and concrete adds 25% walking speed when you walk on it. So it's meant to, it can be used in different ways. But right now, I'm not going to cover this for the time being because, frankly, it's not needed now. And I covered it a little bit in my blast furnace video. But I will get to this at some point, but right now, it's not needed for the progression. So I'm not touching it, but the same. It's an underground miner. It uses limestone, which is above the ignium layer. So if you want to start on that, it just takes a rail miner, and then you can set up all your systems through here using the math, and consider it a little project to maybe use some of the mathematics you've learned or seen me use here and see if you can get it working. If not, at some point I will cover it though, but not right now. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to cover is we have this Research Lab 3. This is what we need. And the big reason we need it is it unlocks some very specific things. So I'm going to go ahead and research it. We'll get it unlocked. Okay, as you see, it unlocked all of this. Now, like I said, concrete, untouched, it'll be sitting there. So what it is when you, now we have to build the research lab. But when we do, 4 things will unlock. The research pack 3, the underground miner for ferrite and techum, the ignum fuel rod, and circuit boards. Now, the important one out of all those, well, two of them technically, but the one we're looking at specifically is this one, the underground mining for the ferrite and the techum. Now, I'm not going to go over a huge showing the setup for them because I already showed you how to set up a miner with the ignum ore, which I will put a link for that in there. Little card for that. So just go to that one, and it's the same thing. All the same rules. It's just an underground miner, but the only difference is you're putting in this rail miner specific to ferrite and techum. And so I'm going to go ahead and we are going to craft up under the building 3. We're going to need these materials to make the building. So instead I need ferrite plates, electronic components, right? Ferrite plates, machinery parts, electronic components, yes. Okay, so we'll just grab some electronic components from here. Sorry. So we got some ferrite plates from there. Or we'll grab some machinery parts from here and ferrite plates from here. So one each. We'll use that to go ahead and craft the third build. What do I have for blocks? We have quite a few blocks. Let's see if I can build this real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and place the new one right next to the rest. So I'm going to end up just taking from here down to here, and we'll put that there. This should be big enough. Whoops. And we're just going to go ahead and lay this down. Face it with the loader slots on the back, like I did with the other ones. And put it right there. Now, you don't have to put them in this order. You can do however you feel like. Planning up ahead if you want, or whatever, but this is how I'm putting them. So, now that we've built this, we need to finish its completion, which means we need 400 beams, 400 electronic components, and 200 advanced machinery parts. Now, the advanced machinery parts, which are under your components, these were unlocked with with tier 2. Or actually, probably when we unlocked the tier 3 stuff. Either way, you should already have it unlocked, because we've been needing it to do the past few things for the steel. So, because it requires steels to make it. Steels. Anyways, so we need what was it, 200 of those? Yeah, 200 of those. And it requires 1 beam each. So we need 200 steel beams for this, plus 400 steel beams just in general. And then on top of that, 400 electronic components. So we should have all that. I'm going to run around, I'm going to collect that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've gotten all the materials rounded up. We're back over here at the panel. Now, like I said before, you can use your manage inventory, donate them in this manner, use this, or you can use the inputs that are on the back. I'm just going to use the auto insert button. All of it's delivered, and then just hit construction. Boom. Now you can see unlock science pack, circuit board, fuel rods, and the underground miner. And that's all we needed there. And we are caught up for the most part. Now, I am going to take some time, and I'm going to need to prep the place because I have plans. Most of this doesn't involve guide building. It's just what I have planned for this place so that I can do the guides. So I'm not going to cover that stuff so much. I'll probably make a few references to it, and I may show it here in a little while. But other stuff I wanted to get to, because I have not covered them yet, is some of the incidental items, I guess you could say. So we have, like, down here, you remember this little mall we built back in a while back. So let me grab, we have the stairs, we have railings, I already covered walkways when I went underground, we have signs, that's the assemblers, we got the loaders, we got some lights. And you have 3 different lights. You got the ceiling, wall, and floor lights, solar panels, and all that. Let's see if there's anything here. I guess I can make... Let me make a few ladders, and we can go over that as well. Oh, door. Let me grab some more plates. Single. Let's do a double door. And yeah, because these are all kind of like the like these are just like utility things. Not really required to build things, they're just there for utility, for whatever you need. And let's grab a wall pole. I don't know if I've covered those completely yet. I did mention them and use them, but okay, so let's go through these items here. Let me actually put them on a hotbar real quick to make it faster to reference them. Oh, I did grab wall poles. Okay, whatever. Got the signs, railings, stairs, and that should be it. I don't think there was anything else. Okay, so about these items. So they have purposes, but nothing really build related. So, like for example, let's go ahead and do the signs first. So you have these signs, and you have 4 different modes. You have just a standard 1x1. You have the 1x1 on a wall. Then you have the 2x1 on the floor, and the 2x1 wall. As you see, the floor has a little thing, it stands up there. The wall looks like it's supposed to look like it's set up against something. You have the 2x1 and version of that as well. Now, if you want to write something on the signs, right now it's just text. I don't think there's no images at the moment. You have your different colored ways you can add text or change the font, but you can literally just type what you want in here, auto text size, and boom, comes there. And you find this little button that's on the side, and you can type what you want. You turn off the auto, you can change it how you want. So let's try 6 with max size of 10. Whoop, there you go. And it's pretty straightforward. Pretty sure if you just like, I'm not sure all the colors available, because it says red. Because I haven't played around with them super much, and I don't care about the color sometimes, but, you know, people who may have more, you know, I want to do it this way type of thing, probably might want to try different things to help organize their stuff, but can do this as they feel they need to. And there we go. See, yellow. And I don't know what really to type on this. That might be different that I didn't already think. So, yeah, so these are, and you can put them over top of things. Like I have, my one stream base, I have these all labeled, so it's a lot easier to read them and see what they are instead of having trying to come up here and stare at the picture. Okay, so that's signs. They're pretty straightforward for the most part. Because, like, you can put them up there like this, and then go. Was that? Small battery. And there you go. Now we know this machine makes small batteries. You know, and so forth like that. And that's one example you'd use. Or you could use a marker to say, hey, this belt has this much on it. Or, you know, different things that could all affect your system. So, it's all up to you. Let's see what we got next here. We have stairs. Let's check out the stairs. Now, there are the walkway stairs, and then we have these stairs. These were originally introduced, and they can be dragged in one manner. You hold your right mouse button, they will drop a different shape. In this case, it's an indented pyramid. And then another version is the outside corner. Okay, inside corner and outside corner. And outside corner, or was that the inside corner? Yeah, that's the outside corner. You can see it wraps it around. So you can make, you know, just different designs like that. And you grab this. And the only one that really drags, it seems, is the straight one. But you can make little ridges like this, and they're meant for allowing you to climb up and down. You don't have to, I mean, there is like, you know, you could put them like that, and they, you know, they work fine. Nice and clean. And that's the stairs, basically. Quick, easy, and, you know, that's how they basically work. And you can use them for different decorations and such. You know, I've used them as like roofs over top of a door, which, you know what? Let's make that our next one. Let's check out the doors. Right now, the doors I have unlocked in this playthrough are just the single door and the double door. There's also a hangar door under the research. Right here, hangar gate. And it works the same way. I believe that should be the only other real decorative utility item that's not unlocked right now. So, and you can click the door handles, and they'll open, and they will stay in that state. Or you click auto toggle, and they will open and close based on your range to them. And each side of the door has the same control on the same side. So you place it down, auto toggles on this side, and it's on the left side. And the same thing for that one. And this is a 4x3, and this is a 3x2, I think. 3x3. Okay. And that's the doors in a nutshell. So they're useful, they're fun. You want to create a room, allow you access. That way you don't have open, you know, things. I covered this in the update video, but I'll go ahead and cover it now. We have ladders. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. They sit to the, you know, one side of the thing, the inside. I played around making them look like girders, or fences. The good news is if you put them down, like, and want to use them like a fence-like object, which they look pretty good at, and you just walk up to it, you're not going to go anywhere. they don't actually start letting you climb until like you look up or down, you know, past a certain point. So that's handy. Then we have how you would use them is you can just place them up here and just drag them up to a point, and there you go. You can just climb up. How hard you're looking up will change the speed. Like I just walk up to this, ain't moving. When I look up, whoop, there we go. So they're nice, but they take up that whole entire voxel though. So yeah. Okay, so we've got the ladders down. Trying to think, anything else? The wall plugs. I did cover them a little bit with the underground miner, but all they are is they're, you know, they're just they're for the electrical networks and connections. They hold 3 connections, but you can place them anywhere. The other cool thing about these things, and that I know some people haven't caught on to yet, and I'll show you here in a second. Now, the cool thing about the wall plugs is that, first of all, I slightly covered it with the power tutorial video earlier on. I think like episode 2, 3, something like that. You have solar panels, right? Well, if you build above them, they will complain about being blocked. There we go, there we go. You see, it says path to sun is blocked. So you can put stuff up top and it'll end up, you know, god dang it. It seems a lot more than I intended. But it will, you know, eventually block the sun. And this includes the poles and such, but if you do it right, you can actually take the power plugs and just put them right over top of this there, and they will not stop the power output. And you can just connect straight to the power pole, or to the solar panel, and keep containing them in a chain down the line. You can only have 3 connections on them, so that would be the connection leading into it, the connection to the panel, and the connection to the next pole. That's generally how you'll probably use it, but yeah, so they won't block the sunlight. Doesn't block it. 8 of the 9 spots are all covered. So, yeah, they're handy, to say the least. Yeah, so that should be most of everything. Now, as far as the Techum miners go, I plan to be expanding that, and yeah, I want to actually show you the progress I kind of have at the moment. Yeah. Give me one moment. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Yeah. This is just the start so far, though. Like I said, this is all part of the next video that I will be going over, because we will be talking more about the underground mining of the next stuff. I've been doing a lot of clearing, and I'm going to prep a lot of stuff, because, like I said, the big thing we need to make now is the underground miners for the xenoferrite and the techum, and I'm not going to go deep into that, because like I said, I've already covered setting up an underground miner. And this is guide series, not necessarily a let's play, so I'm not going to really bother with it too much, but I will give you a show of where I'm at currently. Let me bring up the camera. So we have this being built down here. This is in the xenoferrite rubble layer, and there's explosives all over that, and I'm going to be clearing that out. And then go farther down below. That's the techum layer, and you know that these are those layers because when we come into here, whoops, hold on. I might be too far away, so it's not loading it. Oh, here we go. But as you can see, there's this orange layer. These orange glowing rocks inside the layer, that's the xenoferrite layer of rubble. It's exactly like the ignum layer up there, but it's just xenoferrite instead. And down here at the bottom is the techum layer. You can see it's blue for the techum, and you got stone in between. And like I said, you can see things from below. Like, ooh. This actually should give you a better perspective of the facility we're building right now. Right down there is the ignum miners doing their thing on the ignum rubble layer. If you look and notice, there is a white layer above. That is the limestone you need for concrete. It's right above there. That pattern right down there, that is the xenoferrite area, which has explosives that I'm going to blow to open that entire area so I can put the underground miners for the ferrite there, and then the techum one. This elevator shaft right here, that shaft right there, that's going to be for building those elevators, but for the ferrite and the techum to travel up. And then over in that area, we're going to put processing for all of that. The main one is the xenoferrite, so we can sustain that, and yeah, so that's where the next video will come at, is us working with all of that. Hope you can join me. I stream on Twitch on every Sunday and Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I do engineering games. Right now I'm not doing Foundry, but hope you can still join me for that stuff. And yeah, have yourself a good day. It's Arcades, once again, signing out.